Extreme frugality is all over YouTube. People are dumpster diving, cooking in the dishwasher, and turning couponing into an Olympic sport. But does it actually make sense?
After years of extreme minimalism, including living without furniture, we've decided to take a step back. Today we're sharing our take on extreme frugality, what works, what doesn't, and why we've chosen balance over extremes. We're Ange and Sporty from Mostly Mindful, your go-to channel for living simply and aging with intention.
We've done extreme minimalism, now we're doing a no-spend year, plus we're playing catch-up for retirement. But does that mean that we're going all in on extreme frugality?
Let's talk about it. Over the last few years, extreme frugality has really gained popularity. And the reasons for this there's a few. One is the current economic state, mostly all over the world. Secondly, people are trying to be more conscious of their environment. Thirdly, there seems to be a growing rejection of consumerism.
So this lifestyle is more about valuing financial independence and being mindful of the way we treat the environment.
We totally get the urge to cut back, but after 15 plus years of simple living, we realize that sometimes extremes are not sustainable for the long term.
As with most things, there are pros and cons to extreme frugality. The most obvious one is the financial freedom that you gain from saving so much money every month.
And catching up on your retirement in our case.
Yeah, that's a biggie. And obviously for younger people, it means retiring early.
And then there's the sustainability part of it. The less you buy, the less impact you have on the planet.
And it also encourages resourcefulness because you'll look at things like DIY instead of calling someone in. You'll mend clothes instead of automatically replacing them. And maybe you'll even think outside the box and consider living without furniture, for example.
So a few cons of this lifestyle are it can be stressful and isolating. I mean, you can only use the same tea bag so many times before your guests start declining your invitations.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also the risk of burnout. I mean, we know from our own experience, we took the extreme minimalism thing too far and then we had to readjust.
Yeah, the whole thing backfired on us. We just weren't happy anymore.
And lastly, it might not be the healthiest choice because buying the cheapest food, that food might not be the healthiest for you.
Yeah. And I mean, especially as you're getting older, at any age, but as you get older, you really need to focus on eating healthy foods. So being too frugal in that department doesn't work. So let's look at how we're practicing frugality without going to extremes. For our no-spend year, we are focusing on spending our money intentionally rather than micromanaging every single cent.
One of the things where we're saving big is to live without furniture or little furniture, let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And we've also taken to cooking mostly at home.
But we're not living just on beans and rice. We're still eating nutritious food. And the last point is that we're also cutting unnecessary subscriptions, but keeping the ones that add true value. For us, that's things like DDPY, which is our yoga program, and Heroic, which is our personal growth platform.
So there are some areas where we won't cut corners in our version of extreme frugality. The one is obviously health. We've mentioned it before. We buy good food. We invest in exercise programs that matter, and obviously healthcare, really important. And then secondly, quality matters with things that are important. For instance, good shoes, winter clothes, and hairdressers that can cut hair properly.
Yes. The last one, I know we said in one of our previous videos that we'll be cutting our own hair, and Sporty is still going to trim my hair in between, but we've accepted the fact that I have no hairdressing skills whatsoever, and neither did the hairdresser that got a hold of her recently.
Yeah.
So we are spending money in that department because you need to feel good about yourself, not in a vain way, but just, you've got to feel okay when you go out in the world.
Confidence.
Yeah, and if it looks like somebody attacked your hair with the shears, then you're not going to feel too good. So, hairdressers, in.
Exactly. Frugality is really powerful, but only if it's sustainable. If you're miserable, what is the point actually?
No, there's no point at all. In the past 6 months, we've gone from extreme to balanced in our approach to minimalism and our life in general.
So take a look at these two videos, one where we bought some extra furniture and another one where we adopted the word balance for this year.
Yeah, both of those will give you a much clearer idea of where we were and where we are now and why we're much happier.
In a nutshell, being extreme really worked until it didn't. Now we're all about balance and it's working just fine.
We're still frugal, we're still minimalist, just not to the point of feeling completely deprived.
And now it's your turn. What's the most extreme frugal habit you've tried? Did it work for you? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we're super keen to hear. Thanks for watching. If you found the video helpful, please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and give it a thumbs up so that YouTube knows it's halfway decent.
And of course, share it with someone who you think will benefit from it. Until next time, keep it simple,
keep it mostly frugal,
and age with intention.
Bye! Let's have a sip of
I'll
coffee.
show you. Can say it without the words.
Hello. This is our new video. For our no spend year, what? where we get a lot of benefit. Let's go not spend some money.
Yes. Yay.
Oh, yes.
Or shocked.
Balance. Balance. Balancing.
Balancing.
Hi. All animals.